What's going on, everyone? This is Derek13, and today I have a review of the OtterBox Defender case for the iPhone 5. So let's get right on into it. Alright, so currently on the OtterBox website, this Defender case goes for $49.95. Now there are 8 different colors available, as you see on the screen now. There is all black, navy and blue, gray and orange, white and gray, dark blue and light blue, pink and gray, pink and purple, and dark turquoise and light turquoise. The one I'm going to be reviewing in this video is the all black version, as you can see there. So I've been using this case for a few days now, and I gotta say I really do think it's the best iPhone 5 case for protection. Alright, so first, how well does it fit? Well, the OtterBox Defender case fits very well. With silicone cases, sometimes the edges may be slightly peeling off, or with hard cases, maybe part of it's too easy to take off when you drop it, just flat out, some of the cases comes off, and those hard cases really aren't good. But with the Defender case, you never feel like any of it will come off your phone without you trying to take it off. And even when you try to take it off, it's actually really hard to, and that's a really good thing, because that means, since it's harder to take off, if someone else tries to take it off, then it's obviously going to be harder for them, but also if you ever drop it, then it's obviously not going to come off either. So this does really help provide maximum protection. Second, how does it look? Obviously, if you're buying an OtterBox Defender case, you're mainly doing it for protection, not the looks. In my opinion, I believe the Defender case really doesn't look good at all. However, for me, I want to protect my phone as much as possible, not make it look as nice as possible. Like I said, there are multiple colors available, but no matter what color you get, I mean, truthfully, let's be honest here, guys, this case definitely does not make your iPhone 5 look any better. It actually makes it look worse. But, like I said, if you're buying a Defender case, it's not to make it look nice. I mean, I know this case is bulky, and it really doesn't look good, but it doesn't matter. You're buying this case for protection, not the looks. Alright, so now on to the main part of this case. What protection does it provide? I believe that the OtterBox Defender case is the best iPhone 5 case if your top priority is protection. This case starts with 2 polycarbonate parts that connect to each other, as shown on the video now. And this part of the case actually has a built-in screen protector, which is really nice. Once you have the first polycarbonate layer on, then you attach this large silicone layer over it all. The mute switch, lightning port, and headphone jacks, the headphone jack, all have separate flaps that you have to open, which provides maximum protection because it eliminates the possibility of getting dust or other materials inside of them. The volume buttons, the power button, and the home button are all covered very well. The only parts of the case that are exposed are the speakers on the bottom, the front camera, and the rear camera. However, you kind of have to have those parts of the phone not covered. You have to have them exposed. The screen is completely covered by a screen protector, like I said before, and even the Apple logo is covered by the same screen protector, which is really nice. The Defender case really does provide a ton of protection for your iPhone 5. Fourth, how much thickness does this case add? That may be a huge concern for a lot of people, and as you can see on the video now, this is a comparison between the iPhone 5 without the case and with the case, and as you can see, there's a huge difference. But like I said, if you're buying an OtterBox, you're not going for the style or the looks or the thinness. Obviously this case really does make your iPhone 5 a lot thicker, and lots of people love how the iPhone 5 is so much thinner than it was before compared to the 4S, and the OtterBox just makes it thicker than the 4S, and it actually really does make it heavier, and lots of people may not like this. So if you're one of those people who like to keep your phone in a small pocket, or you just flat out don't like using your phone if it feels too thick, then really the Defender case isn't for you. But like I said, if you're going for protection, thickness really shouldn't matter. Alright, so fifth, are the buttons accessible and are the cutouts good? Like I said in the protection part of the video, all the buttons are protected very well, but are they accessible? And yes, all of them are very easy to access and press, and the OtterBox Defender, despite its added thickness, does not make any of the buttons harder to press on your iPhone 5. The cutouts for the speakers and the 2 cameras are nice, and they don't interfere with either of them. The only problems I have with the cutouts on this case is the headphone jack and the front screen cutout. Though it's nice that the edges around the screen are raised, as you can see there, because that means if you drop it or you set it down screen side down on a table or a surface, the screen will never be hit, or it will never touch anything beside your finger. However, they kind of get in the way when you're trying to type on the keyboard, because instead of, just the edges of the screen, sometimes when I'm trying to press the screen, my finger will touch the part of the case first, and it will cause me to press what I didn't want to. And I've actually had lots of keyboard errors using this case, and you guys may not like this because of the raised part of the case around the screen, because it's a little closer to the screen than it should be. And I think it's just something you have to get used to, because when you try to press something on the edges of the screen, your fingers are going to hit part of the case. A lot of you guys may not like that, but it's kind of what you have to have if you want to have the most protection for the front of your device. The second cutout that I have a problem with is the headphone jack. Now, in my opinion, it is way too small, and for anyone who likes to use an auxiliary cord, this may be a problem for you. As you can see here, when I originally tried to plug in my auxiliary cord, it's the one that I use in my car to play music, I wasn't able to get it in because of the case restrictions. The case actually makes it so the tip of your headphone plug actually has to be really small. The Apple headphones fit in there fine, but ones like this, I just bought this, it's a typical auxiliary cord I bought from Best Buy. If you have one like this, or even if your headphones have a plug like this that are that thick, you might have to modify it in order for it to fit in, because as you can see, when I originally tried to put it in, it wouldn't fit. And I wasn't to get it in because the restrictions that the OtterBox Defender case brought me. So I actually had to modify the auxiliary cord in order for it to fit. So I actually had to grind around the tip of the plug in order for it to actually fit in, because I didn't want to go out and look for a smaller auxiliary cord with a smaller plug. So that's the problem I have with the headphone jack. So if you have any headphone plugs, like I said, or auxiliary cords that you don't think will fit well in this case, then you might have to modify them like I did in order for them to fit. So once again, the OtterBox Defender case goes for $49.95 on their website. That's $50. And some of you guys may be asking me, is it really worth it? Well, if you're solely looking for protection and you don't mind about the added thickness or the way it looks, then yes, I definitely believe it is worth it. However, if you don't really like the bulkiness or style of the Defender case, but you still want some protection with, while sticking with OtterBox, then there are other OtterBox cases like the Commuter series or the Impact series that don't give quite as much protection as the Defender, but they still are thinner and look a little better. And we all know that OtterBox pretty much is the best company for giving you protection with your case. Overall, the OtterBox Defender case, in my opinion, is by far the best option when choosing a case for your iPhone 5 if you really want it to be protected. And if you would like to purchase one, there will be a link in the description below to OtterBox's website. Just click that link, it will take you directly to the iPhone 5 OtterBox Defender case. And anyways, if you have any additional questions about this case, please feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you want to know. But anyways, guys, that has been my official review of the OtterBox Defender case for the iPhone 5. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one.